Hey y'all, it's Kathy Bowe with Stampin' Up. I'm your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I am so excited about this video. We are on number 11 of our Stamping 101 videos, giving you an idea of what to do with the fabulous products that are in the Stampin' Up catalog. Today we're going to talk about my favorite heat embossing. Yeah, that's it. This is the heat embossing tool. And if you were paper crafting back in the 80s and the 90s, we literally did this over the eye of a stove, preferably a gas stove where there was an open flame. True story. And now we have an actual tool that has not one but two speeds on it. So this bad boy does get hot because it's got to get hot enough to do what we want it to do. Okay, so I'm going to show you the card we're going to make tonight. This one says, "You are amazing," and you see the word amazing? It's heat embossed, and you're going to heat emboss with me tonight. And this one, oh, look at there, it says, "You are amazing." See how sparkly the amazing is? Yep, it says you are simply amazing. Anyways, so what a sweet little note. And when I say little note, I do mean little. And I will show you in the Occasions catalog, which expires, I think it's, I want to say May 31st. I do this every time, I'm never sure. On page 19, right here is page 19. Right at the very bottom, you're going to see these little skinny cards. And here's where they are described. Whisper white, narrow note cards and envelopes. And there's 20. And they got 20 envelopes with them. And they are so stinking cute. I will show you the little pack they come in, which I have just about killed because I've used so many. You get the little envelopes like this. And yes, we've seen this on another video, but you know, they're cute. So we got to see them again. Little flap there. Now these, you know, you wouldn't really put these in the U.S. Postal Service because they're funny like that. It might make them a little disgruntled to get something this little in the, you know, to work with. So I would suggest that these are just for the kind of cards you hand out as a gift or attach to a gift. Okay, so again, these are called Whisper White Narrow Note Cards and Envelopes. It is item number, see that number right there at my finger, 145583. So write that down, 145583. Take a screenshot, whatever you'd like to do, and you can order this on my website. Okay, so back to how cute they are. Just as a reminder, super duper cute. And I have, of course, a disclaimer. A dog might start barking, a kid might start crying. Anything can happen here at my house and in my studio. So we are going to use out of the Celebration catalog, which does end March 31st, 2018, this set here. You are amazing. You are simply amazing. Let's celebrate. You are simply amazing to me. Let's celebrate you. There's a whole lot of ways you can do this. It's called Amazing You, and it's free with a $50 purchase. And once you buy your heat tool and all the embossing powders and your Versamark and all that, I'm going to bet you're going to be at $50. So you could order that for free. Okay, so if you're keeping up with the catalog, this is the 2017-2018 Stampin' Up annual catalog. This one ends May 31st, 2018. And we are talking about page 201. Your heat tool is $30. Your Stampin' Embossing powders are all here. You're going to want them all. They're $5 each. There's clear, copper, gold, silver, and white. There's other products here. You're going to need an embossing buddy, and you are going to need, in order to do this fabulous technique, you're going to need a Versamark ink pad. You don't need the refill yet, but you do need an ink pad. Okay? Now I will show you how we're going to do all of this. I got it all in this little box today. This is a cute little box. Y'all, we had to live in our RV while we were building our house, and this is what I kept the snacks in. Yeah, it's a little box because, you know, we're big snackers. Can I just say that? Okay, so what we're going to do is emboss. We're going to use this. Yep. This is the Amazing stamp. Okay, I got it out of the Amazing You set. Imagine, once you see how the embossing does, imagine this embossed. Wow, I can't wait to do that. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to use our Versamark. We need this any color, just some old cardstock. I happen to get some marker on this, so I'm using this. This is just going to catch the excess powder, and it's going to make it easy to pour back on. And this is my little embossing buddy. Where did he go? I've kept him in his little bag forever. It's kind of like a powdery something. And what you want to do is just powder this to get all the static and oils off of it. We're going to use this Versamark, which you use the Versamark for watermark, like you can just stamp it like this. And can you see? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. See how it just leaves a watermark and it just kind of pulls that color up? Well, I'm not going to use it now because it needs to dry. But that's one good thing about Versamark, and the other is using it for your heat embossing. I'm getting a good bit on there. And it doesn't really matter how well I stamp it right now, but I did do it really well because I actually stamped another one for speed. I'll show you about that. But anyway, you do want to stamp it well. So I've stamped that. You see it's on there, Versamark. And this is copper. Oh, let's see. It says Stampin' Emboss copper powder. I put 18 on there so I'd know when I bought it. I was trying to get current with my embossing powders. Now, I did that on purpose so you could see some of it didn't go on. So I'm going to go put it on again. Now this should be good. Tap, tap. And then you give it just a little tap like that. And you're good. Now, if I was concerned about that, I'd take a little paintbrush, which I've got right in front of me over here. But I'm not too concerned about that. A little bit more right there. Well, I'll show it to you anyway. Take a little paintbrush and just pull that off. There we go. I want the top of that G to get on there. That's a little better. Okay. I use this tool here. It's just I don't know what, but I use this tool to hold it when I get ready to heat emboss it. I'll pour this back in. I hope you can see all that. Get as much in there as you can, because I mean, it's going to last you forever, but no point in wasting it, right? Get the lid on. You definitely want to get the lid on before you start that crazy heat embossing. And we're done with this. We're done with this. Okay, now I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to hold it away from the camera because I really don't think you need to hear it so loud. But I'm going to let it start heating up, and it's good to let it get good and warm, probably about 30 seconds. Now we're heating. It is like magic. This is one of my favorite techniques ever. Can you see it turning? Isn't that cool? Okay. That, my friends, is called heat embossing. Isn't that awesome? It's so pretty. Okay, so through the magic of television, that's why this one didn't matter that much, I have already cut this one out. And it's all embossed and pretty and wonderful. And I just took scissors and fussy cut it out. And when you, let me show you with this. When you do start cutting with scissors, I mean, honestly, I didn't learn this until I got into paper crafting. You hold your scissors still and you turn the paper. And that way you get all those circles and all those curves. They just look a lot better. Okay, we're not going to do the whole thing. Okay, so now we know how to heat emboss. And the heat embossing, I mean, oh my goodness, just do it on, look it up on Pinterest. It is crazy, crazy how amazing it is. Okay, so we're going to make a little card. Okay, now this is the refill for Versamark. If you ever decide to get it, I've had mine forever, have yet to use. Well, I think I used it once. So let's see. I need to stamp and cut the "You Are Part of the Amazing." Okay. And just hang on right here. I'm going to use my Stampin' trimmer, and that's this guy here. And underneath I have storage. It stores extra. Oh, I know why that's there, because there was some sticky stuff. It stores extra blades, and it has a cutting blade. It has an not an embossing blade, but a yeah, I guess it kind of, it'll come to me in a minute. I don't think it's called embossing. And then it has this leg that comes out and extends it out to 14.5 inches. Pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to use this. And I'm going to cut just a good strip. See how easy that cuts? It's crazy how easy it is. Okay, now the color we're going to use is, we're going to match this Flirty Flamingo, and that is a 2016-2018 in color, which means it's going away. So if you love it, you better get it. And we'll say "You Are Simply." Now I've got to get in here and see how to line this up. Whew, that was close. That's really unusual, because usually I'd so jack that up. Okay, and we're going to use the bunch of banners. Y'all know they do not come like this. I put mine in a in a magnetic thingaroo, and I put a little banner on it, and I say it's got 5 pieces, and it's in the current catalog for $17.18. And I just like to keep them that way. You can actually order these little boxes. They're not in the catalog, but I can get an order number for you. I'll try and post that down at the bottom. So what I'm going to do, maybe I can just bring my big shot over here. Let's see. No, it's too big. Okay, I'm just going to put it like this. And just for the heck of it, I'll put a little piece of washi tape down. Okay, and then I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. So hang on right there. Please hold. I would play music for y'all, but I really don't have any right now. I actually do have a video on the Big Shot. So if you want to know, the Big Shot is video number 4, unless I'm making all that up. It should be number 4. Now this particular guy likes to hang on to whatever you let him eat in the Big Shot. See, like that. So the way to get that out is just to push on the little extra holes that come with it right there. And this is kind of cool because when you pull it off, you've got like a, I don't know, you got like a frame. That's pretty neat. So anyway, you could always do something else with that. So one of the things I'm really good at is putting my pieces back right away. So I don't have a problem of losing them and not knowing where they are. Okay. So now we have, I'm going by this design here. And I'm doing it in this Flirty Flamingo. So I've got my little doily here. Now this probably is not a Stampin' Up doily, but you know, doilies are doilies. But we do carry them. And I would love for you to add them to your order. It would keep you from having to go to the big stores to get it. Trim this off just a little bit there, just a little bit here. Yeah, that ought to be good. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to use this pad here, which is also in the catalog. It is called, oh come on, it's called something that I will tell you in a few minutes. And where did my tape go? Here it is. This is the snail tape, and we just put it on like this. And this guy here will not keep any of that sticky. It just goes right off. And then on the other side, we need a little bit here, 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 and here. See, it's all very scientific. Right there. And there you go. Okay. And then we have our You Are Simply. We're almost done with this card, y'all. We're going to say You Are Simply. But it's not just that. We got to bump it up. We want it to look pretty spiffy because we're hand making a card for somebody we think is amazing. So there's 1, 2, and 3 little Stampin' Dimensionals. These are little foam dots that they just have some dimension to them. We're going to put this right about midway. Let's see if we can find where midway is. And yeah, about like that. What do you think? And then this guy, amazing. Just going to put him like this. You are simply amazeballs. Is amazeballs an ugly word? I hope not, because I wouldn't say it if it was. Okay. Then we have our Jewels Basic Rhinestones. They are also in the catalog. And when you're making a card, I found out this is also the way in pretty much any kind of artwork or floral display or something. There's like a rule of doing like 3, 6, 5. I mean 3, 5. Yeah, like you do 3 or you do 5 or you do 7. You don't do 2, 4, 6, 8. because it's more interesting when it's not. But see how flashy all that is? Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we got to put its little card here. We're going to put this onto its little card like this. And again, you don't really want to mail these unless you put them in something else, because I just don't think they're post office friendly. Come on now. I have to square this up a bit because y'all know, you've seen enough of my videos. I'm just a little bit crazy like that. I want them all nice and smooth. Okay, and then we'll put this here. Now we could use more of these dimensionals and pop this whole thing up, but I think we have been fancy enough tonight with our whole heat embossing bad selves. What do y'all think? Now, after all that folding, I'm going to put it down. I'm looking here and here. And before I press it down, I'm looking around these edges, and we are good to go. There we go. We have these cards and this one, and I have a baby to tell goodnight, so I'm going to go. But good night, baby girl. I'll come get you in just a minute. So thank you for stopping by. Enjoy. I hope that that you get an opportunity to look below and check out my my store at kathybo.stampinup.net or my Facebook page. Baby, I'm coming. I see you. Facebook, Kathy Bohannon Creatively Blessed, and subscribe today. Word. Thank y'all so much. Be blessed. Toodles.